The morning sky hadn't yet fully lightened when the international arrivals gates opened and the atmosphere instantly changed. Cameras flashed non-stop. The screams of fans echoed through the terminal, and all eyes were fixed on two figures walking calmly yet charismatically. This was the moment the world had been waiting for: Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo's arrival in Milan ahead of Milan Fashion Week 2026. But what captivated everyone wasn't just their presence, it was their presence. Their first steps through the airport immediately created a global sensation. There was no runway, no official spotlights, yet the aura they radiated felt like the most exclusive fashion show. Dressed in Gucci, the two exuded stark contrasts, as if two contrasting energies met in one perfect frame. Xiao Zhan exuded a soft yet powerful elegance. His cut was classic, but modern details gave him a contemporary aristocratic air. His walk, calm, with a slight smile, yet confident, made many immediately understand why he is considered an icon of new generation elegance. Wang Yibo, on the other hand, exuded a sharper, more mysterious aura. His gaze was focused, his expression minimal, but that was precisely where his appeal lay. His outfits had an edgy touch, with silhouettes that emphasized a modern masculine character. He didn't need many gestures. His mere presence was enough to create a magnetic presence. Interestingly, this contrast was the biggest topic of conversation on social media. Two distinct styles, two distinct personalities, yet both equally powerful. Many fashion observers noted that it was rare for two brand ambassadors to present such a clear yet harmonious visual duality in a single public moment. Outside the airport, hundreds of fans had waited for hours, some traveling from other countries just to catch a glimpse of their idols. When the two stars finally appeared, the atmosphere was transformed into a sea of emotions. Screams, tears of joy, and proud smiles filled the Italian morning air. But it wasn't just the fans who were captivated. International fashion photographers immediately uploaded photos of the arrival, and within minutes their images spread around the world. Many called it the most influential unofficial runway of the year. This phenomenon was no accident. Their presence in Milan has strategic implications for the global fashion industry, particularly in strengthening the relationship between Asian markets and European fashion houses. These two figures are more than just celebrities, they are symbols of the power of modern pop culture. Xiao Zhan's aura is often described as a warm, calming glow, while Wang Yibo's is more like a controlled fire, cool on the outside but intense on the inside. When these two energies come together, it creates a powerful and unforgettable visual dynamic. Many fashion analysts have highlighted that their styling choices are not just about clothing, but also about narrative. Every piece, color, and accessory seems designed to reflect their individual identities. This isn't just fashion, it's storytelling through aesthetics. The moment of their arrival also demonstrated the two's professionalism. Despite being surrounded by a large crowd, they maintained a calm and polite demeanor. Small gestures like waving or nodding to fans demonstrated the emotional connection they've built over the years. At their hotel, the crowds returned. Local Italian media even reported increased public attention to this year's fashion event since their confirmation was announced. The impact was palpable, even before the main event began. Their presence seemed to change the narrative of Milan Fashion Week 2026. While previously focused solely on the designer's latest collections, the world's attention was now focused on who would be sitting in the front row. And the names of Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo were at the center of the conversation. This phenomenon demonstrated the changing landscape of the global fashion industry. The influence of Asian celebrities is no longer a mere accessory, but a major force capable of swaying international public opinion. These two stars are living proof of this transformation. On social media, hashtags related to their arrival immediately dominated trending topics in various countries. Their photos were compared, analyzed, and even used as outfit inspiration by fans. The viral effect exceeded many expectations. Some fashion critics even said their arrival had the same promotional impact as a multi-million-dollar advertising campaign. Without any direct promotional words, just through their presence and style, they created a global buzz. What's most fascinating is how the two managed to maintain their individual identities amidst the major brands they represent. This demonstrates that the power of their personal branding is as great as the power of the fashion houses themselves. As night falls in Milan, the fashion capital feels more alive than usual. Streetlights, historic buildings, and the romantic atmosphere of Italy provide the perfect backdrop for their new journey in the international fashion world this year. Fans are now eagerly awaiting their official appearance at the main event. If their arrival at the airport alone has created such a sensation, many are wondering, what surprises will they bring next? One thing is for sure, Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo's arrival isn't just about fashion. It's about influence, identity, and the power of culture that transcends borders. And Milan Fashion Week 2026 has just begun, with expectations set far higher than ever. But behind the flashes of cameras and the hustle and bustle of the crowds, there's a much deeper story. Their arrival wasn't just about a fashion show schedule, but also a symbol of a long career journey. Years of hard work, project after project, criticism, praise, and industry challenges finally culminated in an international moment like this, a moment when the world truly paid attention. Many observers realized that their appeal stemmed not only from their looks or popularity, but from the consistency of the image they'd built. Both had strong professional reputations, high discipline, and dedication to each collaboration. This made every public appearance feel more meaningful because people knew they weren't just performing casually. There was also an emotional dimension that was difficult to describe in words. For fans who had followed their journeys from the beginning of their careers, seeing their idols stand on the global stage brought an almost personal sense of pride. It was as if the success belonged not only to the stars, but also to the community that had supported them all along. The contrasting personalities of the two were once again a topic of interesting discussion in the media. One side exuded a warm, approachable calm, while the other exuded a cold, mysterious assertiveness. These two spectrums actually enriched the dynamic of their presence, creating a balance rarely found in public figure couples. Some photographers even expressed that photographing them felt different from other celebrities. There are golden moments that emerge naturally, a glimpse of an expression, a facial angle, or a subtle movement that make every photo seem like a world-class magazine editorial. This kind of visual charisma can't be faked. It's born of authentic confidence. Meanwhile, the fashion industry itself is undergoing profound change. Cross-cultural collaborations are increasingly important, and public figures from Asia play a strategic role in expanding the global market. Their presence serves as a clear example of how pop culture influence can transform into both an economic and aesthetic force. Amidst their busy schedules, the two still show their human side. A quick smile to airport staff, a thank you to fans, and a polite gesture to local media demonstrate that fame doesn't erase humility. It's precisely these gestures that strengthen their image in the eyes of the international public. The night before the main event is often referred to as the calm before the storm in the fashion world. The city fills with important guests, designers make final preparations, and rumors of runway surprises begin to circulate. In that atmosphere, their names are constantly mentioned as one of the season's biggest highlights. And when people talk about this year's Fashion Week in the future, that moment at the airport will likely be remembered. Not just for the clothes, but for the feeling it evoked. The feeling that the fashion world was entering a new era, with new faces wielding unprecedented global influence.